Good day, everyone, and welcome back to the Lady Styles Natural Hair Academy channel. Hey, listen, I may ruffle some feathers today, but I come in peace, okay? I come in peace, but I want to address something. I had shared a video about this lawsuit, about the relaxers causing cancer and African American women, of course. So, I do have something to say about that. Now, I've been doing hair for over 15 years, and I made a conscious decision to no longer do relaxers in my, let me see, actually in my first year of starting my business. So 2011 is when I started. By the I want to say by the beginning of the following year, I was done with doing relaxers. And what happened was I realized that it was just dwindling down, because when I got into the industry, it was actually 2008. And so that's when I got licensed. And then I was just comfortable with doing natural hair, because from doing hair as a teenager, I had a couple friends that had natural hair. So I was used to doing natural hair for years, okay? But over time, what happened was, because I used to do weaves a lot. So that was my thing, doing weaves. And people started to gradually turn away from the relaxer. So as that was happening, I was buying less and less for the salon. Next thing you know, I was down to maybe like 3 people that was getting their relaxers maybe every 4 months or so. So I just decided, like, you know what, what's the point? Because relaxer can go bad. So I went on ahead and let them know, hey, y'all, I'm not going to do relaxers anymore. I can refer you to someone else. It's only a few clients. I'm good. All right, so now going past that, because the weave clients were transitioning to be natural. So beautiful. Everybody's hair was flourishing, growing, and all that. But I say this to say, I started getting relaxers, I don't even know what age. Let's just say I was like 5 or 6. My mom put relaxers in my hair. I had a whole lot of hair. Very, very, very tender headed. So I sort of get why she did it. But like, at the same time, that's a very young age. Like, if I had a daughter, I would never ever put a relaxer on her hair at that age. And actually, like, now, knowing what I know, I would always make sure that she knows we're staying away from that. We're going to take care of our scalp, our brain. We're not putting that on our scalp. Come on now. So, and then I too made the conscious decision of going natural back to natural in 2009. So yeah, I went years with getting a relaxer, years, and to be honest, like, for me, I feel like, well, I know that I was making a choice to get relaxers because I was afraid of what my natural hair would look like. That was the main thing. I was afraid of what it would look like. I didn't know what to do with it either. I would say those are the 2 main reasons. Just afraid of what it would look like and not knowing what to do with it. So I didn't know whether or not, like, well, if I go natural and I have a tender scalp, like, is that going to be a problem? I didn't think like that because I just didn't know. But my 2 main reasons is I don't know what it's going to look like, and I don't know what to do with it when it's natural. And I feel like that's many women's issues. Some of the things, though, that I used to hear when the movement began was that they were going to look ugly. And I'd be like, wow, that's how you perceive yourself? Like, your hair makes you, like, you figure if you have a certain type of hair texture, you're gonna look ugly. And the fact that we relate our beauty to straight hair is sort of sad. You know what I'm saying? Either you're beautiful or you're not. And that beauty comes from within. It's not the outer appearance. You know, it's how are you as a person. But like, if your appearance is based off of like, oh, I'm only beautiful when I have straight hair, like, we know where that concept comes from. But another thing people don't realize is we are the only ones who really compromise our integrity of our hair. The only ones. When we use relaxer, it breaks down our bonds. They cannot and do not rebuild. Okay? Like, I know if you're familiar with like the Jerry curl era, a lot of people said that their hair grew a lot. Like, man, my hair was long when I had a Jerry, or they knew people who got Jerry curls. They'd all say, yeah, their hair really grew well. The reason is because with that particular chemical, it doesn't, it breaks down the bonds but rebuilds. So it doesn't break it down like the relaxer does. Okay, that's the only chemical that does that. And so we're out here compromising our hair to look like somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And it just got to a point where, like, that started to really irritate me, the fact that women were relating their beauty to their hair being straight. Some men even, you know, made comments about it, not liking it. But, you know, that's here, not there. Because I'm not worried about that. If, you know, who's for you is for you. And if a man's going to love you, you know, with your natural hair, he's going to love you with your natural hair. Straight hair, if you're a man, and I've seen this happen where the man treated the woman differently. I've even been treated differently based off of how my hair looks by men. That was another issue that women were having. You know, how are they going to be viewed by men? Are they going to still be attractive? You know, that it's crazy what we do to ourselves for the acceptance of others. You know, so now here it comes though. Here it comes, the part where the feathers might get ruffled. So we out here saying, like, you know, we want to sue, you know, have lawsuits. What they did to us, what they didn't explain to us. Hey, listen, for real, in this situation, I'm gonna have to say we're gonna have to take some accountability for this. We are definitely gonna have to take some accountability. And another reason why is because I've heard women out there mouth recently, since the studies and, you know, the lawsuits and what they said the relaxers have done, and, you know, as far as causing cancer, women are still saying that they're willing to go back to get a relaxer just to manage their hair better. You know what I'm saying? They tired of being natural, you know, whatever have you. So it's like consciously knowing. And I'm pretty sure if a lot of us would have been told directly to our faces that, oh, you know, this can cause cancer, girl. Like, girl, I need my hair straight. You know, I need my hair laid down so I can wear this look, you know. It would have still been done. So while we out here talking about who didn't explain what to us, for years we've been trying to look like somebody else and trying to be accepted. For who? For what? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really rocking with it, you know, because I've heard what I've heard out of our mouths with the view that we have of ourselves. You know, and I just feel like nobody else compromises their hair when, you know, when we were told that our hair was unprofessional. Unprofessional to who? No one else worries about their natural hair. They get up, wash and go. Or they get up looking however they want to look and don't think twice about it. Why are we worrying about what somebody says about our hair? You know, we don't need to walk around with straight hair or harming ourselves to have straight hair. Throw your wig on. That's going to be another conversation where some feathers might be ruffled, but I'm just saying, in this day and age, we know better. What they say, if you know better, you do better. But some people don't want to do better. You know, they're too afraid of what society thinks, who's not going to accept them, you know, how they're viewed. If your hair has that much power over who you think you are, you might want to reconsider some things. Okay, yeah, you might just want to go within, take some time and go within and think about it. Like, why are you allowing other human beings to have that much power over your thoughts and your being? Just saying. So yeah, I just wanted you to know though that, like, the relaxer, I didn't even realize too that the smell of it is so strong, because I haven't used it in so long. You know, I've been away from that chemical. So if I ever encounter it, you know, like going into another space where a stylist is using it, I'm like, dang, that's how it smells. Like, it's strong. Listen, that movie, Good Hair, y'all gotta pay attention. When they were in that not factory, but in the plant or whatever, creating the relaxer, oh my gosh, and the what do you call it, the oh Lord, what is he, not the scientist, the chemist, he was in there saying that, yeah, over time, like breathing in that chemical, the workers, their insides were being damaged. It damages you on the inside. So just imagine that, just breathing it in is causing damage, and we got nerve to be pouring it on our scalp. Drano is lye. They be saying, oh yeah, the relaxer has no lye in it. That's a lie. Yes, it's a lie. Leave that product, leave that chemical on your scalp long enough and see what happens. I think you know what that is. I think you know what happens. Yeah, so you look at a Drano bottle and it says what? Gets rid of gunk and hair removal and all that. Like, gets rid of hair removal. Lies the ingredient on there, and that's the same ingredient in the relaxer, and that's what we want to put in our hair. So go and buy you a bottle of Drano and pour it on your head and get your straight hair. Yeah, and don't be fooled too. A texturizer is a relaxer. It's just fancy name, texturizing. It's not texturizing. It's straightening the texture of your hair. Yes. I mean, it's so much that people are, of course, miseducated about. So me as a stylist, I want to educate you. Do not think that a texturizer is I know people say, I'm going to loosen my curls. You're just using a mild relaxer, and what they say, put it on, leave it on for like a few minutes and rinse it out. So if you left it on longer, it's going to do the same exact thing that a regular relaxer is going to do. All right, so I just want to educate you on that, so you know exactly, you know, what you're dealing with, if you don't already know. And yeah, just think about what you think about, you know, and let's do better. Yep. Love yourself.